Okay, guys, it's me. The anime we're going to talk about was in the freaking description on the title, but let's do it anyway. Okay, so the first one's going to be the three Godzilla animes. First one, okay, so Godzilla 1, the anime, is called, if I recall, it's Godzilla Planet of the Monsters. Second one's called Godzilla City on Edge of Battle. The last one is called Godzilla the Planet Eater. If I'm being 100% honest, the anime is pretty good, definitely the fight scenes, but the ending, the ending really upset me. I mean, like, really, really upset me. Right at the point, it would upset me like a mix of like I don't know, sad, pissed off kind of ending. Really disappointing how the ending went. Freaking in the first one, it's about like Godzilla destroying humanity, as well as like this boy. I don't remember his name. It's been a long time since the last time I saw it. He tries to get his revenge on Godzilla. They go to this planet. They get attacked by these mini dragons. I think they're wyverns. I'm not sure. But while they're getting attacked, they meet like these tribal people. There's these two girls. I think they're like they're pretty. They're they're little. Like, I'm not gonna say like maybe like lolly little, but I don't know, maybe around like high school first year age. Maybe I'm not sure. And they tell them about like some prophecy BS, how they can't kill them, etc., etc. And the third movie, freaking they summon Ghidorah. What's more like it's more like an upgrade, like called Void Ghidorah. And being honest, then the fight was okay, but the one thing that pissed me off was the ending. Like, it really, really did. Like, if you're really into like, so if you go from the first episode all the way to the last, you might understand why it pissed me off. If you saw it yourself, it's right now on Netflix. I will definitely say that. It took, if I recall, so the first one came out 2017, and then the second and third came out 2018. And its genres, I don't remember the genre. Its genres is crap. I don't remember what the genre was. I think it's action, sci-fi, monster. I can't exactly remember the freaking genre, but yeah, it's if I have to get 1 out of 10, I have to get it and give it a I'd say a 6. Like, altogether, give it a 6. And then with the oh, you guys, no, and like with that, okay, and the second one is the one I was talking about, is Tekken Bloodline. That anime is actually pretty damn good. Fight scenes really cool. They actually show about almost, I'm gonna say like all of the characters from the game, but a good amount. The ending though was really disappointing. So freaking this kid named Jin, he has to go. So he's like, cause he was taught by his mother to fight, but to like do like to show mercy all the time. But yeah, then like we got in a fight with these bullies. He didn't show mercy. He got yelled at, etc. And then the monster named Ogre came out, out of nowhere, fought his mother. His mother told him to stay in the house no matter what. And of course, every most main characters, he didn't listen, so his mother was getting freaking choked up. He comes out, drop kicks Ogre. That didn't really go well, and it ends with him getting his ass beat. And it ended with Ogre killing his mother. Well, his mother more like sacrificed herself to try to attempt on killing Ogre, but she obviously failed. And then he goes to his grandfather, Hasashi, to ask for help. And then Hasashi first denies, but then actually helps him by teaching him the Hasashi combat way. I have no idea why. And when he does that, and once he learns, he doesn't show mercy and all that. They do the tournament. He meets, and while he's training, do a little training montage. He meets multiple fighters, and then he finds out that Jin finds out his father was killed by his grandpa because of the demon gene or the evil gene, where you call it, as like a bloodline. That's what Tekken Bloodline. That's the reason why, because he was consumed / corrupted due to the demon / evil gene. So his grandfather had to kill his father, and then at the very end when Ogre, because Sashi was trying to he put on the battle tournament. The only reason he did it is because so he could summon Ogre. First of all, Jin, he whooped everyone's ass, but he meets these two people. They are named Ling and Kaizua. And those are his two friends. Well, they're more like, yeah, they're friends enough. I remember Jin, he showed mercy to two of his opponents, and his grandfather got really pissed at him. And I remember how it ended. So since Ogre did not pop up at the end of the tournament, Jin obviously won, whooped everyone's ass. And so his grandfather decided to fight Jin to see if it would work. And Jin was getting his ass handed to him at the beginning. But then the evil gene / the demon gene got into him, activated in him, and he whooped his grandfather's ass. And then Ogre pops up. Freaking Jin, he fought Ogre. He won first round, and when he thought he killed him, Ogre evolved into another thing. Everyone ganged up on Ogre. They got their ass whooped. Jin comes in, whoops Ogre's ass. And at the very end, when Ogre died, his grandfather confronts him, saying he has the evil gene, you must die, or some kind of bullshit like that. And Jin's all saying, I'm not like my father, I control it, or blah blah. And then his grandfather, pulls out a magnum or something like that, pops a cap into Jin's head. Everyone's all screaming, his two friends, Ling and Kasayu, freaking scream, saying you're a monster, blah blah, you kill your own grandkid. But then Jin comes back as this monster. It's he's all ripped horns, freaking wings. It's some kind of kind of looks like that son of a bitch. It kind of reminds me of a Dead or Alive character, the freaking the wing chick. She kind of looks like a succubus. I don't remember her name, but that kind of. And if you know Dead or Alive, you should know who I'm talking about. He turns into that, and then he whoops. He owns his grandfather, and then he gives this medallion. Oh yeah, the medallion was used to summon Ogre, and he throws the medallion at Ling, and then he flies off in the distance. It was a good anime. I gotta give it an 8. But the reason why it upset me at the very end, because the reason why is because, well, first of all, I thought the ending was gonna be like the main character. Well, he kicked ass. That's the part of that I have to now argue with. He kicks ass, then he get like, be like one of those kind of things where the character like wins, he gets the girl, etc., etc. Because how I saw throughout through the anime is that Jin and Ling, they look like they were going to be one of those pairs that thought they were going to get shipped. Like if you, crap, how do you explain? Like if you don't know what shipping is, it's when like you grab two characters from an anime or a game and you put them together, like couple them. You make them to a couple. That's what a shipping is. Like for example, like for Natsu and Lucy in freaking Fairy Tail, that's their ship is called Nalu. In Pokemon XY, in XYZ, Ash and Serena, that's armor shipping, like etc. etc. There's a whole buttload. But anyway, back to Tekken. But like how it ended, yeah, it was really disappointing. I thought he was gonna like become the new leader of his grandpa's company. He was gonna marry Ling, the champion, all that, but no, instead he became a giant monster. All he did was bring him nothing back. The only good thing is like he whooped Grandpa's ass. Like, ah, man, he had it coming to him. When he did that, yeah, but like how the ending, yeah, no, the ending, like I was upset me so much. Like, what the point was like I had like a pissed off grin, kind of looked like a pissed off grin. Like I was like, you serious? You serious? Like that kind of pissed off grin. Oh, I was so mad. And then the last time it was Dogma. Dragon's Dogma? Dogma? I think that's how you say it. Dragon's Dogma. Some bitch. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, Tekken's freaking genre is, let's see. Wow, its genre is only action. I thought it would be more than that, like superpower and shit. But okay, so back to Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma is actually, oh yeah, I forgot to say Tekken's episodes. So the episodes there is, if I recall, there is there is 6 episodes. 6 episodes only. I wish there was more than the 6, but bears can't be choosers. But yeah, so I went. Okay, so once again, back to Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma. That one is actually really interesting. There's 7 episodes, and one thing I think is kind of funny is that there's each episode. There's 7 episodes. Each episode is based off one of the 7 deadly sins. That I thought was really interesting because like how it starts off, this guy, it was, sorry, I'm trying to get info on this bitch. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's 7 episodes. Each episode is based off 7 sins. Like episode 1, wrath. Episode 2, gluttony. Episode 3 is envy. Episode 4 is sloth. Episode 5 is greed. Episode 6 is lust, and episode 7 is pride. I thought that was really crazy because each episode was the 7 sins. And like I don't want to go into that full like what the 7 sins are, what they're about. Oh, sorry, what they're about. I don't want to get into that, but yeah. So it's about a guy named Ethan. So he's a normal guy. He has a son and wife. He goes to leave his village, and because he goes out for food in the mountains, and when he comes back, when he gets back by a bunch of wolves, of course he wins. But then when he comes back, it's a huge ass dragon. I don't remember what the dragon was named, but if I recall, Dragon's Dogma is based off of a video game. I don't remember what console, but no, but the dragon, yeah, the dragon is towards this whole village, kills everyone, including his wife and son. He and the dragon removes his heart. So then he meets this girl named Hannah. Hannah. She's like okay, why is she actually white? Okay, I'm trying to remember. I don't know, she's like his guardian or something like that. Because he's known as something. And they're known as magical pawns or something like that. But yeah, the magical pawn revives Ethan, and then he comes back to life, and he vows to get revenge for his family and his village. So he goes on this like epic quest or whatever. And then when in the second episode, Gluttony, I think if I recall, he fights. I don't remember if I think in Envy he fights. It's been years since I saw this, but he fights through monsters. Also, he loses his humanity day by day. There's a couple times where he went berserk mode. His eyes went bloodshot red. He just went full berserk on his enemies. I remember one. I know in Sloth they fight like like in episode Sloth, episode 4, they go into this area, this like a tower thing, and they fight. At the end, they fight a Hydra, but everyone there is super lazy. Like they don't give a shit. Everyone dies. And then he kills the Hydra. In episode 5, Greed, they fight a Elder Lich because there's a whole bunch of people, royal guards. They meet with some guards named Simon and Balthazar. They agree to fight the greedy Lich, as well as an army of undead, mostly skeletons. But yeah, they go and when they go in church as the regular guard, they start killing each other because of the treasure. And then plus like Ethan with him, he's starting to grow like a cold. Like he starts to grow cold. Like he doesn't give a shit what happens to anyone. Like one of the guards, one of the guard guys. Well, they both die at the end, but the one guard that's still alive, he asked Ethan if he can promise him to kill him if he becomes a lich, and Ethan says, "No, you're on your own. I don't give a shit what happens to you." Because like he was that kind of cold. Even like with me, in my opinion, I'm like, damn, dude, show some freaking show some like freaking empathy for the guy. He covered you and he helped you in the fight. And then with the episode 6, Lust, it literally starts off by what I could call by the only they get close to him and Hannah. They get close to the dragon's cave, the lair. And I remember Ethan was in like he was like an inn. The rest at an inn, and I remember he has a vision of his wife. And while that's going on, it wasn't his wife. It was a succubus. If you don't know what succubus is, a succubus is technically a sex demon. It kills its targets, such as victims, by screwing them to death. Hell, I have multiple friends that they even told me they wish if they could choose a way to die, they'd go out that way. I don't want to blame them, but still, I wouldn't want to die that way. But anyway, yeah, he figures out the succubus not his wife, and he just murders the shit out of succubus and all that. And then when they make it in the episode 7, Pride, they get to the mountain. They came to the mountain to face the dragon and reclaim a stolen heart. But it doesn't end well. How it ends during the fight, they're all fighting all that. Dragon's kicking his ass. They're in the air during the fight. Like it just goes crazy. But then the dragon, like when Anna's like chilling in the back, watching Ethan lose his humanity after that fight. I mean, he is eating the shit out of the dragon. Like he's just losing it. He's like at this point, he's no longer human. But how it ends is the dragon comes clean, saying the reason why he chose to attack Ethan's village is because he wants Ethan to become the new dragon. Apparently, the whole point of that is the dragon is looking for enough person to turn into him so the dragon can die. And some kind of like and it's pretty fucked. But and it ends so Ethan is ordering Anna to kill him before he turns into the dragon, and Aunt Hannah, she can't do it because she considers Ethan a friend, and it's almost impossible. Like if you have a friend, like I can't think of anyone that would want to kill their friend. Like they would hesitate like crazy. Like with me, like I would never want to kill my friend, my best friend, never. Like freaking hell, I've got friends that drive me nuts. For the point I would go to their house and freaking almost kick their ass. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know anyone in this world that would want to kill their best friend, even if they ask them to. But then Anna like hesitates, and it's too late. Ethan, as his last credits, asks Anna to protect the innocent from him. And he turns into the dragon, and well, Anna promises, and then he turns into a dragon and he flies away. And it just ends with Anna freaking walking a road, meets these kids, the grandma's kids. They give her a flower. She run away. They run back, waving. Anna waves at them, and then just like that, zoom out on her, and it ends like that. And like the ending was just, it was a good story, but the ending really, really upset me because like what kind of ending is that? Later, the guy loses his whole family, his village, his friends, his heart, and then he meets this goddess pawn named Anna, and like they go on a huge adventure. Ethan loses humanity, goes insane, grows cold hearted, and at the end he just becomes a monster, and then just ends with Anna taking the freaking weight. Like it's just a messed up ending in my opinion, but at 1 out of 10, I gotta give it a freaking at least a 7. If I'm being honest, at least a 7. But yeah, and the genres for the anime is action, adventure, and fantasy. But yeah, anyway, from that, like those are the one animes that really, ending wise, upsetted me. And well, yeah, that's all I can freaking say about that. But yeah, it is right now. Holy shit, it's almost 1 o'clock. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's it for this video. Um yeah, check out those animes. They're all on Netflix. If you have Netflix, if not, you can go like online, look it up, like the usual. If you watch it, give me a review, what you think, 1 out of 10. Let me know in the comments section below. Definitely ask if you can. Ask me what kind of genre / anime like you think I should think of, like opinion wise, like what you like in my opinion wise. I know the next video I'm talking about doing like talking about talking about the anime very. Baby, they can dance like a man. I can shake them like. Sorry about that. My brother sent a late text, but yeah, next video I might talk about the 2 animes, very first animes I've ever seen, like my first and second anime I've ever seen. That, and I'll let you know what those are next video. But anyway, yeah, you guys, I'll talk to you guys later. You have a nice night, and I will see you next time. Peace.